Welcome to Flixlands, your gateway into cinema's most thrilling worlds. Today, we bring you the top 10 zombie movies that bite, chase, and captivate like never before. Number 10, New Life, 2023. Jessica bursts into the world running, bleeding, terrified, and hunted by forces she barely understands. Every mile she puts between herself and the facility feels like a stolen breath of freedom, yet something inside her is changing, something dangerous. Elsa, a relentless tracker with secrets of her own, follows her trail like a shadow. As Jessica moves through quiet towns and misty forests, the infection inside her grows, turning fear into desperation. The world around her becomes a puzzle of innocence and threat, and every person she meets becomes another life at stake. What begins as an escape becomes a tragic race against time, where survival means confronting both the monster inside and the monsters chasing her. Number 9. Resident Evil, the final chapter. As humanity stands on the edge of extinction, Alice returns to the ruins of Raccoon City for one last battle. The Umbrella Corporation prepares to wipe out the remaining survivors, but deep beneath the city lies the key to ending the nightmare forever. Alice races through crumbling streets and deadly traps, fighting mutated creatures and betrayers hiding in the shadows. Old allies return, old enemies rise, and every moment feels like a step closer to the world's final breath. With time running out, she confronts her own past and the truth about her creation. Explosions shake the earth, monsters hunt in the dark, and hope flickers in the ruins like a dying ember. In this final stand, Alice becomes more than a survivor. She becomes humanity's last chance to reclaim the future. Number 8. Handling the Undead, 2024. In a quiet city wrapped in sudden summer heat, something impossible happens. The dead begin to return. Families, stunned and trembling, reunite with loved ones who should have remained in the grave. But these reunions are cold, eerie, and filled with unanswered questions. The undead linger with unsettling silence, their presence heavy with grief, longing, and confusion. 3 families confront the strange miracle and its terrible consequences, unsure if they're witnessing a blessing or a curse. As the city grows restless, emotions rise like storms. Hope battles despair, and love battles the dread of what these returning souls truly are. A soft, haunting tale unfolds where the scariest part isn't the dead, but what the living choose to believe. Number 7. In a Violent Nature, 2024. Deep in the woods, something ancient stirs from the dirt, a hulking, silent figure resurrected by the theft of his cursed amulet. He doesn't speak. He barely moves. But he kills with brutal purpose. As hikers and campers wander unknowingly into his territory, the forest becomes a hunting ground echoing with terror. The creature's rage grows with every step he takes, carving a path of violence through the wild. Nature itself seems to hold its breath as the nightmare lumbers closer. Seen through slow, haunting silence, the story feels almost observational, as if the forest is watching the carnage unfold. It's a chilling twist on slasher horror told through the eyes of the monster himself. Number 6. Z-Mom. What begins as a peaceful family trip to a remote island spirals into a nightmare when a sudden infection spreads like wildfire. A mother finds herself trapped in a collapsing world, desperate to keep her son alive as chaos erupts around them. When the virus touches her family, grief transforms into a fierce, almost monstrous determination. The island becomes a battleground of heartbreak, instinct, and sacrifice as the undead close in with relentless hunger. She fights with the strength of a mother and the fury of someone who has nothing left to lose. Tragedy and love twist together, creating a tale where the scariest part isn't the zombies, it's what a parent is willing to become to protect their child. Number 5. Die Alone, 2024. In a frostbitten future where a parasite turns people into violent husks of themselves, survival is a lonely art. A drifter named Ethan moves through the ruins, carrying regret as heavily as his weapons. When he meets May, a woman immune to the infection, everything changes. She becomes a beacon of hope, reminder of a world worth fighting for. Together, they cross shattered towns and snowy wastelands haunted by infected shadows. As they grow closer, the line between survival and humanity blurs. The apocalypse becomes less about running and more about choosing who you become when everything else is gone. Their journey burns with danger. Number 2 to 28 years later, 2025. 2 decades after the rage virus tore Britain apart, whispers of its return sweep across a scarred world. A new generation, raised on stories of terror, is about to face the nightmare firsthand. As governments scramble and cities tremble, the infected reawaken with speed and fury that dwarf the past. Survivors old and new are drawn into a desperate fight for control, hope, and redemption. Chaos erupts across borders, turning the fight into a global race against time. Old wounds resurface. New heroes rise. And humanity once again teeters on the edge of extinction, where every decision bleeds with consequence. The legacy of Rage isn't finished, it's evolving. Number 1, Final Cut, 2022. On a chaotic low-budget film set, a director pushes his exhausted cast to give him raw terror for his zombie movie. But the shoot spirals into absolute madness when real chaos breaks out, blurring the line between performance and survival. What appears at first to be a messy, frantic disaster slowly reveals a second layer beneath the chaos. Behind the cameras, passion, teamwork, and joyful insanity fuel a story that becomes funnier, warmer, and more surprising with every twist. Mistakes become masterpieces, accidents become art, and the crew's stubborn determination turns a nightmare shoot into something magical. It's a love letter to filmmaking disguised as a zombie comedy.